Africa, welcome to another exciting episode or segment of the chat right here on HFtv. And today we bring to you someone that I feel like first is competing with my hair, which is okay. I agree and understood. That's who he is. It's fine. And he was born on the fast forward button, lest I forget. So when he gets on screen, get ready to jump. How are you doing, Denrele?
I was just looking at you and I was wondering when I should jump. Jump this way or this way. How far? Baby. Oh yeah, let's do Bluetooth chesting. Oh shit. Yes.
I didn't know that one.
How body now?
I'm fine.
Your hair is the original of my hair.
No, Joy, you're fighting. You're competing with my hair.
Okay, let me just, okay. Ooh. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, she is so hot, she is giving the sun heavy competition in this Lagos. You are so hot, you started global warming. You are like a Porsche with no brakes and a Ferrari with an extra bumper.
Let's help me, please.
Okay.
Who's doing the interview here now?
I was just hailing you.
Denrele, what's up now? It's been a while.
I know, you abandoned me.
Wait till, let me understand you.
Okay. Oh, so this is, no, it's actually supposed to be this way. It's like a neck piece, because it's hot, just, I start sweating, all your makeup.
How do you like this?
No, because I had to be out as early as I could this morning, and I hate mornings because I don't sleep at night. I sleep in the mornings. But because I had to be out as early as 7, I just picked the outfit that needed no ironing and then put this on top, and then I just ran out. Okay,
so it's an attachment?
It is an attachment. I can take it off if you want to. You can try it too.
I thought it was... Yeah.
Yeah, my darling. Not to knock for body, and it will fit what you're wearing actually. So you just wear...
It's a short sleeve.
Yes. Woo. Aha, and then you now take the other one.
Please don't hate.
Don't hate too. Enemies. No, don't worry, it went out. See, I told you. Oh yeah, adjust it well.
Okay, cool stuff. I hope I don't look so rashy.
I hope I'm not touching an instrument of confusion.
Okay, great stuff. So let's talk about you and your career. What has been happening to you?
Wow, a whole lot, And I'm really grateful again over time, for being acknowledged, being appreciated, even getting this platform to be recognized and celebrated. But again, in this industry we're in, especially, and with this nature of work that we do, we have to, as much as we can, even if we have to cross hurdles and break barriers and crash ceilings, we have to remain relevant and consistent. And it's very hectic. I'm not one of those people who will say, oh, I'm busy, I'm shooting today, I'm shooting tomorrow. Nah, there are no pretenses about me. But we've been working all the way. The calls keep pouring in, as they should always keep pouring in. And I'm putting finishing touches to my book because I'm writing a book that I want to drop in June.
Okay.
That's my birthday month. I'm Gemini, so I'm putting finishing touches to that. My manuscript is almost ready, and then I'll have like my panel that will sit and proofread. But away from that, more TV as always. More events I can handle as much as I can. More red carpet paparazzi.
That's amazing.
Fashion extravaganzas. You know how it rolls.
So was this all the things that you do that keep you this relevant? Because people they don't see you often. Not everybody goes on the red carpet to see Denrele. Not everybody watches TV to see Denrele. But for some reason, everybody on the streets know Denrele.
I like that question. High five. I always like to, because I like to see myself. Actually, I don't like to. I know that I'm a local champion, if I put it that way. I'm not. Someone and I got into an argument. They heated one this afternoon, and he was saying, you silly. I said, look, I am not a celebrity. The celeb status does not define me at all. When I'm a celebrity is when I am sitting down interviewing the likes of Oprah Winfrey, and I've got a spot on E! Entertainment. Then I know that, all the hard work is paying off. But for now, I'm still a hustler. Part of my globe-trotting, jet-setting, high-rolling, fashion-killing, jaw-dropping, show-stopping madness, but I am still a hustler, if I can put it that way. And, I still like to think that part of the relevance, aside from the fact that I'm very streets, oriented, I'm very street-inclined. I deal with the streets, and I like the fact that, I'm not going to say fan base, but my target crowd do not have a specific age range. It even starts with kids. I was in the secondary school recently. I hosted an event at Grange High School, which is in Ikeja, and then they have from nursery to like secondary, and all the students knew who I was. Parents know who I am. I've seen grandparents who call me and say, I'm turning 80 soon, I want you to be my MC, so it cuts across, and then our own clique, as always, the adolescents, the adults, teenagers. So I think that my brand stretches across. It might be a bit scary, like when I went to the school and then parents were like, but when you get to know the real me, you understand that, okay, this is just his hustle and this is what is putting food on his table. And aside from that, we have social media. We have people throwing me all kinds of jabs, and then they cause spacing for that Twitter and Instagram.
We'll get there.
So I think all of that just culminates into the fact that, okay, this person is here, not going anywhere, and is here to stay. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I was talking about your craft and your acting, what you do exactly. I was having a chat with someone the other day, well, a group of people in the industry, and somebody was like, I feel like Denrele has a complex. He's just putting up this facade to cover up whatever is it that he's hiding. Are you hiding something?
I
like a shy
wish
person,
I
and
was.
You want people to just like you at first.
That's high five. I love that question. Actually, growing up, I was really shy. And I mean, you can say I'm sitting up for this one. I was shy from secondary school, from primary school, because I wanted to do a lot, but then I just felt, if they called me, would I fail? Would I do this? Would I excel at this? Or would I fail woefully? And then when I got into secondary school, I would say that even most of my secondary schoolmates find it very hard to even talk to me when they run into me, because they know this wasn't the person they knew. You know, I was timid, I was into myself, but I think I was just building myself for the bigger picture. And remember, I started out in showbiz in 1995, so I would say that I got that early exposure. So that exposure knocked off every timid spirit I had. You know, and I walk on the street and people stop me, sorry, are you Denrele? I'm like, are you that boy on Television 101? Then of course the regular questions, are you a boy or a girl? Now that alone, I found that annoying. But then it prepped me for, you know, what I am currently going through.
Become worse, because it's actually worse.
It's worse, but I'm so prepared for it. I grew on it. And then saying I have a complex, honestly, sincerely, truthfully, authentically, I think if all of this was an act, I would have given up on this long ago. I started out in 1995. I've even toned down. When I started out, there was no social media, because I always said that our generation did not enjoy the advent of social media.
You posted a picture of you from 1990. You had like a brown thingy and a brown.
That was on Everyday People.
He started this long time ago.
I started this hustle. People would compare me to, I'm dressing like Lady Gaga. I mean, Lady Gaga, we all know when she started music, but I have been on this hustle since. And again, I tell people I didn't have too many clothes then. I had like 2 shirts and 3 jeans, and I used to recycle all my clothes, rip a sleeve off, rip my jeans, you know, because I didn't have too many. And I could walk on the streets because I didn't have a car then. If I had a complex, then I'll be worried about, you know, the negative reception I was getting. I did worry about it at some point because I was excommunicated from church. My lecturers walked me out of class every day, you know, and even my fellow students were always dissing me. And then I was always on every, you know, that Beef magazine.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this boy? You know, and I could go through all of that. So I think a lot of people don't really remember that journey. They just look at now. And if this was a facade, more like, come on, even you yourself, my darling sister, even the industry would be able to tell that this woman, she just the parody act. To craze they using at the trekking they had. So this is the real me. I just went through the process of self-actualization and self-discovery and realization at an early age.
Wow, that's
because if I didn't, I go to one bank, wear tie, cut hair, they look.
Well, that's so great. Okay, talking about what you said about social media.
Yeah.
I was on your page the other day and people would capture screenshots from tweets.
Yes.
Hashtag something. How did I forget that? Something Wednesday, or was it Friday?
Not Flashback Friday. Freaky Friday. One of the I just started writing all that.
Tweeted and asked you the most absurd questions. I was feeling embarrassed for you sometimes.
And no, don't. It's I mean, it's the industry, it's show business. This is part of show business. I mean, showbiz is serious business, and you can't have it good all the time, which is why on social media I like people, my followers, I don't even call them fans, my family, people who follow me on social media. I want them to understand that as much as I am getting praises, I am even getting it hotter than anyone can imagine. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite and be retweeting all the good things. No, I even retweet more of the bad. I go and search so that people will read. I mean, or just this morning I got a tweet. Someone tagged the president and you know, the governor, saying, that why hasn't Denrele been jailed and beaten up for all his nefarious sexual activities? Whether una don't catch me for corner, I don't even know. But you know, these things, I retweet them because really, to me, I see the humor in all these things.
But are you gay though?
My darling, I am a sexual outlaw. Just end it like that, bam. All on social media, I would just say it's poetic license.
I liked one of the tweets. Somebody was like, can somebody tell Genevieve Naji,
yes,
Rita Dominic,
Linda Ikeji,
and Denrele to get married in 2016.
They said, can someone tell the following women?
The following women to get married in 2016.
I thought it was funny. Really, these things crack me up, and no matter how negative it is, I can tell when a lot of people are coming from a hard place. Maybe they can't understand what you're about, or why you're at this certain level, or why you're getting away with the things that you do. A lot of hard work went into this, and I didn't just wake up one morning and say, it was a process for me. You know, it was a thought that I, you know, threw into an act I threw into a talent I threw into a character I threw into an identity, and an identity now that I built into a brand. Because let's face it, this is a brand. If you think it's easy, go carry hair like this, wear Akpola, waka for road. The ones will go stone you.
That's if first you can walk on those shoes.
Yes, Igbobi Hospital is calling for you. I don't force it.
That's amazing. That is so great. Okay, so let's come back to that question.
Yeah.
It's been like, people won't stop talking about it.
Of course.
I don't know if you have to do something to stop it. At one point, we heard rumors that you were getting married.
Yes.
I was trailing your Instagram like my life depended on it. And I'm like, let me see the wedding pictures now. And nothing came up. So, okay, you see, this marriage thing was a whole thingy played to just fool people from the whole thought that he's gay. But he actually is. Please, clear them.
Well, of course, I've been labeled all kinds of sexuals, from homosexual to heterosexual to bisexual to metrosexual to asexual to solosexual, even sexual, they've called me everything. And I think, when you're in the industry and you excel, or you're excelling at what you do, or you're just in the news, because I always tell people I don't read the news, I make the news. I mean, we all should say that. We should say that. And they always have to find a loophole somewhere. Okay, so they might relate it to the fact that I'm a little effeminate. I'm not going to deny I look like my mom. But overall, even my mom had those fears, growing up, because I was more I like to play with her clothes. I had this inkling towards fashion. I used to style my hair differently. And my mom was wondering, okay, what exactly is this child going to be doing with himself? And of course, all parents will be concerned on how, they will handle their peers and all of that, and how I would relate with the rest of my people.
That's true.
But over time, this is something that I've always wanted to do. I just knew that I was showbiz inclined the moment I got on Kid Vision 101. I always wanted to do law or, teach perhaps, because that's what I will still do at the end of the day. So now, fast forward to my sexual orientation and sexual preferences. They have labeled me everything, in every name in the book, you name it. I am still getting married. I'm not a publicity whore or an attention-seeking controversial agenda, because everyone likes to think, oh, I put out these Instagram pictures and I tweet these things because I want attention. Nah, really. If I wanted attention, the things I would do. Even that picture I took of myself with a mop. If I want to do a proper picture, I will get a professional photographer, wear a proper swimsuit, do the right makeup. But these are pictures I just take for the fun of them. And I put them on my Instagram because, in a certain way, I try to address some things that people, throw at me. And I'm like, okay, let's just make fun out of this. So I am getting married, yes. I am not going to unveil who the person is.
But
that's a good question. I think I should just kukuma tell you. Of course, Nana, woman I go marry now. My dad is 75, I don't want to give him any heart attack.
I know, right?
But I am definitely getting married. And who I am getting married to, I am not going to unveil until the day of the wedding. All of you will come and see. No pre-wedding photos. I'm not going to lynch, because I remembered when my late friend died, Goldie. They said, I leached on it for all the publicity in the world. So my wedding is not going to be a publicity stunt or a Photoshop controversial agenda. Nah. That day, come and find out who the person is.
Wow, that's amazing. And how are you taking Goldie? I see you still miss her very much.
I do, and it's annoying that, on Valentine's Day, because I wasn't in Lagos, I rushed in from Calabar, ran, I got to, her graveside as quickly as I could. And, the people at the, cemetery look at me weird, like, no one comes here. Why are you the only one who keeps coming here? And it's surprising that not even anyone in the industry, I'm not apportioning blames to anyone or anything. I think we're all busy, I know, but no matter how busy we are, we always should find time for things that, that matter. I mean, I can't be too busy not to. I answer my phones myself. I don't have a personal assistant. I don't have a manager. I don't have a PR guru. I don't do all that. I do everything myself. And again, I still find out time to do the things I want to do. So I really miss Goldie. I still do. I cast my mind back on the things we would have done if she was still alive. Because she was fast gaining grounds and getting to the, to the level she had always wanted to attain. And that happened.
Video you featured in Ski.
Baby. You're on fire, call 911.
I love it so much.
We miss Goldie every day, and I'm glad I was part of her life. I think one of the things I always tell people, it's very hard to have industry friends, especially when you're in the same competitive field and you feel like you're in competition with the next person. But I am glad from day one I was there for this girl. Anyway, she's in heaven right now smiling, saying, if everyone just ran, this
one person
skinny nigga stood through me by thick and thin. Have you stood by me through thick and thin?
That's amazing. Talking about your fashion runway.
They called me to come and sell markets. You cannot say no, you sell.
You looked quite amazing. I was like, what if he falls? But then again, it's Denrele. His shoes are this high.
I will just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I will fall down. Naomi Campbell has fallen. Okay, I'm not Naomi Campbell. But I actually did have, would I say, I wouldn't call it a brief career, but I think it was one of the times in my life that shaped, the direction I was headed. And I would always hold modeling as one of my first loves. Why? Because when I started modeling, the first opportunity I ever had was in the year 2000. And the first person I ever modeled for was the house of Kese Jabari. Okay. Kese Jabari was a big deal, back then. And I used to model with the likes of Linda Ikeji, who was like the hottest model then, Biola Boris, oh my goodness, Blessing Effiong, who is like a top movie director right now, Yusuf Tunjina. I was the shortest, skinniest, and youngest model then. And then we went to Akodo Beach Resort to shoot, and I was featured on like one of the biggest networks ever. Wow. And I was wondering, because the clothes didn't fit, I was really tiny, and some of the male models were a bit rude to me, like they didn't know who asked you to come here. But Kese Jabari had made some special clothes for me. And myself, I remember Annie Macaulay as well was in that campaign, Onobelo, the rest, and then our pictures were the ones they used for the campaign the most. It was really thrilling, and at every casting I went for, I slid, because of my outlook, you could pick me out of the crowd. I would be in the crowd, like at the end, and then the agency director would come and be like, "You, why are coming? The rest of you go." So I was able to land, the campaign for a popular drink.
I'm very sure these your haters today came from way back, eh?
Allow them. The thing is, I even need new haters, because the old ones are starting to fall in love with me. New haters, where are you? Confused admirers, come. So I think modeling has always been my first. And then when I get the opportunity to, most times, because I get to host a lot of fashion shows, because I like to experiment and explore that fashion angle. It's fashion, you bring it, I can change like 20 times. Most designers even come to me, please, I'd like you to walk the runway. So when I wear something that's totally unexpected, there's like, whoa, people are screaming. And then, once they there's that joy. The world is like a runway. Just walk your walk and enjoy the moment.
That's amazing. Please, you're not going to get into music, right?
No, who said so? I used to be in the choir.
Okay.
That's the funny part. But I still cannot sing to save my life.
They bring microphone close to you.
I know one day they said time to sing duet. They now called me and one girl that could sing well. The choir master now pressed the key. Bang. Take that key. I sang off key, off tune, off rhythm, off melody, and out of the choir. I've never tried singing. I have done a couple of songs with a couple of people.
Okay.
Terry Joe like insisted, let's take the madness into the studio.
How can two of you even come together?
No, we almost broke down that studio that day. We're shouting all over the place. But I'm not sure music is really my calling. Okay. I love music. I sing in the bathroom. I win my Grammys in my bathroom. But to drop on a song, except I hear something exceptional, a beat that's phenomenal, and they just ask me to talk. Or I'll just go the routes as them Exclusive and Jimmy Jack, and just talk. Yo, it's me, Winch, of Banjo of the Evil Forest. Ha! And then I leave the rest to do the singing. I don't know, maybe I might cross my, I don't know. Maybe when I get bored.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Denrele, for taking that.
Are you getting rid of me already?
Yes, I am. I have to. You've been like, you're about to finish my card.
No, we'll finish this card today. So it's time to ask her the question now.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Oh, shit. Ha! I am always feeling her anytime, any day. When Uyo were rocking in Uyo at a point in time, MC Galaxy's album launch. And I have to ask you, would you, if you were to pick, which world would you love to live in? A world without music, a world without movies, or a world without fashion?
Hi.
Which one would it be? Because I know you like everything.
I don't like this. Why is they doing this to me?
Good. Do you want to know the answer to that? And they should watch the next episode, Abby.
Bye.
It's your market.
You just you actually sent yourself away.
No, I'm not sending myself away.
You said they should watch the next episode now.
And they should watch. You give them the response. You answer it before you introduce the guests.
Thank you guys so much for hanging with us right here on the chat.
Can I hug you quickly?
Yes, of course.
Oh, shit.
Thank you guys so much. Let's take it away with good music. It's Denrele Edun, and he is simply amazing. Can you please lift my hair?
Sorry.
Thank you.